The Adult Educator in a Virtual World by Karen Campbell Messer, Sandra Donati, Crystal Graham, Katina Martin, and John McDaniel. The Classroom Educator Challenge: learning how to convert classroom curriculum to a virtual platform and being proficient in teaching virtually. In an increasingly global environment, tech-savvy students want active opportunities to engage and consume content in an online platform. Research shows that facilitating a virtual classroom can be as impactful as the traditional classroom regarding participant engagement, skill retention and mastery, behavior change, and obtaining organizational skills. However, using technology alone does not equip the educator to create a student-centered learning environment. To be successful, an educator must adopt a new way of thinking. With the onset of the worldwide pandemic, educators face the complexities of transitioning from the traditional classroom to teaching in a virtual environment. Just as the adult learner must adapt, so too must the educator become adept at delivering learning and development in a virtual setting. We design the Adult Educator in a Virtual World handbook and workshop to provide the adult educator with tips and tools to transition to online teaching and engage learners in new and innovative ways using adult learning theories. By the time this workshop ends, the adult educator will have a roadmap to transition to online teaching and the tools to make a difference in their busy lives. The Adult Educator in a Virtual World is an intensive introductory 5-hour virtual workshop with a hands-on approach to equipping adult educators to transition from the traditional classroom delivery model to a virtual platform. Attendees will apply adult learning theories to engage learners who conduct business in a complex and highly volatile world. Regis University School of Education doctoral level candidates who specialize in advanced leadership education facilitate the workshop. Workshop attendee participants consist of no more than 20 adult educators and 1 or 2 facilitators. The workshop is an adult educator professional development activity. Attendees should expect to attend the workshop with a willingness to provide advice and guidance to fellow educators as a peer support process. The purpose of this workshop is to help adult educators develop increased competence and confidence as virtual facilitators and provide resources to help them become more effective in engaging adult learners by using various adult learning theories. The workshop goals are to provide information for facilitating adult learning in a virtual environment, to provide an overview of select adult learning theories, to provide tools and resources for facilitating adult learning, to provide tools in reflecting on teaching and learning as a Christian educator. We have developed hands-on activities to provide practical adult learning theory application that the adult educator can use in the virtual classroom. As you can see from this slide, the workshop focuses on helping the adult educator develop the proper mindset as a self-directed learner to teach on a virtual platform. We discuss best practices for setting up a virtual workspace and equipment. The workshop's main components focus on covering the self-directed learning theory, the narrative theory, McCluskey's theory of margin, and experiential learning theory. The self-directed learning theory, according to Knowles, describes self-directed learning as a process in which individuals take the initiative without the help of others in diagnosing their learning needs, formulating goals, identifying human and material resources, and elevating learning opportunities. Narrative learning, which is the oldest and most natural form of learning, is educating through stories, whether it is our own stories or stories that we encounter from the news, told by others, heard, or written. We learn from telling stories. McCluskey's theory of margin suggests that an adult's ability to participate in learning is contingent on their life situation and the time they can allocate toward learning activities. The experiential learning theory. An educator can use this theory to link the learner's previous experience with new experiences, discard practices that are no longer helpful, and use new knowledge to transform the learner's life. We provide participants with the opportunity for a practical application using the theories via breakout sessions designed to provide the educators with hands on practical application that they can take back to their classrooms. We will close out the workshop by providing participants the opportunity to reflect and share their workshop experience and benchmarks best practices. We accompany each of the adult learning theories presented during the workshop by 30 minutes of practical application, followed by 20 minutes of classroom reflection. For each session, we provide participants breakout session guidance, thought provoking questions, scenarios, or role plays. The entire class can benefit from the group experience by listening to the group's 20-minute reflection. The workshop will close out by the end of the workshop reflection activity. Each attendee will share new learning insights and advice to fellow educators. Attendees will commit to providing a network of support to transition from classroom facilitating to teaching virtually. Regent University's faculty will conduct an end of the workshop qualitative evaluation. Data received will be used to refine the workshop for future attendees. Our recommendation next steps upon concluding this presentation are to receive your approval for the workshop and handbook, advertise the workshop to the adult educator community, and provide the opportunity for participants to evaluate the workshop to refine for future offerings. This workshop is a valuable adult educator professional development opportunity intended to assist educators to develop the right mindset to adapt to an online platform. We know that having the right mindset for virtual teaching is crucial. The virtual classroom has a lot in common with the physical class. The same principles and practices apply. Once an educator has shifted one's mindset to learning the virtual platform and follow the tips provided, one will see the many benefits of working from home. This workshop also provides tips and tools to transition to teaching virtually. It provides an overview of adult learning theories to more effectively engage adult learners. These theories, again, are self-directed learning, narrative learning theories, McCluskey's theory of margin, and experiential learning theory. This workshop provides practical classroom application for using the adult learning theories and encourages a network of support upon workshop completion. With the onset of the worldwide pandemic, educators do face complexities of transitioning from a traditional classroom to teaching a virtual environment. Just as the adult learner must adapt, so too must the educator become adept at delivering learning and development in the virtual setting. The adult educator in a virtual world handbook and workshop are designed to provide the educator with tips and tools to transition to online teaching and engage learners in new and innovative ways using adult learning theories. Thank you very much.